Hi there, it's Jillian with the Wizard's Tower, and I'm going to take you through submitting a buy list. So if you're interested in selling these cards, even if it's one card or if it's 200 cards, you always need to submit a buy list for those cards. In order to check out what it is that we're buying, what you need to do is click on the buy list button here. So this puts you in a reverse buying mode. So essentially what you're going to do from here on out is add cards to your cart to sell them to us. So on most pages you'll see this going across the top part of your screen, that you are currently browsing to sell us cards. And you can always click here to go back to buying cards from us, but whenever you see this at the top, it generally means that you're selling us cards. If you look here, you'll also see where it would normally say your cart, it now says buy list cart. So this will be on every single page, so if you're ever wondering whether or not you're in a buying or a selling mode, always take a look. As long as it says buy list cart, that means that you are selling us cards. Now you're going to want to go through and read all of the instructions here very, very carefully, as this details all the information that you'll need. So it gives you a brief run through about how to sell us cards. It tells you where to send the cards if you're out of town and you're going to be mailing them in. It tells you that we only accept cards that are in near mint condition, and we only buy cards at near mint price. So if you send us any cards that aren't in near mint, we're going to be returning those back to you. So just to save yourself the trouble, always go through and check the condition of your cards. If you ever have any questions about what is near mint, what's slightly played, what's moderately played, if you're not sure, you can always read our condition guide, or send us a picture of the card that you're thinking about sending us in, and we'll give you kind of an idea of what you can expect. So all of this information is really important stuff that you'll want to read through. So once you click on the buy list, if it's your first time doing a buy list, I really recommend that you read through this very, very carefully. Okay, so now that we're in the selling card mode, we can go ahead and start looking up some cards. So I have some stuff from Dragon's Maze that I would like to sell. So when you click here, this shows you all of the cards that we are looking to buy. It'll tell you the name of the card, what it looks like, just like placing an order. Except here it tells you how much we're buying it for and how many we need. So we're currently buying Advent of the Worm at $2.96, and we need 20 of those. Now if you take a look here, it'll say foil next to the name of the card, so you'll see that the buy price is a little bit higher, but we don't need as many. For whichever cards that you have, what you can do is you can enter the quantity of the cards that you have and then click sell. So that adds it to a buy list card, just as if you were buying cards from us. When you hit sell, that adds the card to your buy list card. So you'll see now that there's 2 items on my list, and that's the total of the amount of cards that I'm going to be selling so far. Alternatively, what you can do is you can click here and type the name of the card that you have. So let's say I have some Fathom Mage. So currently we're looking for 9 Fathom Mage, and we're buying them at 11 cents each. So let's say I have 2. So we'll click sell, and you'll see my buy list was upgraded. Now, if you click on, say, the new deck builder search, and you wanted to just kind of list all the cards that you have. Now, if you'll notice, my card has changed back to being named your card rather than buy list card, and there's nothing in there. Once you click on the new deck builder search or the advanced search, it takes you out of the selling card mode. You can't use these features to search our buy list. So this is exclusively for if you're looking to buy those cards. But if I just click on the buy list button again, you'll see I'm back into my selling card mode, and my buy list card is still there. So as long as you're logged into your account, it'll still hold those cards on your buy list. Okay, so as you can see, I've added some more cards to my buy list. Now that's everything that I feel like I'm going to sell, so what I'm going to do is click on the sell cards button. This is similar to clicking the checkout button when you're placing an order, except that it gives you a full list of all the cards that it is that you had entered when you were selling us the cards. Now, you'll see here that it shows you what you would get if you got cash, check, or PayPal for those cards. But if you took store credit, you get it more than that. When you choose store credit, you get an additional 15%. So it'll show you here what I would get if I chose to get cash, or what I would get if I chose to get store credit. You can also change the quantities of the cards here. So let's say, for example, I only have actually 2 gatekeepers. So what I'll do is I'll update the quantities, and that has updated the price of what I'll be getting. I can also choose to remove some cards if I decide that I don't want to sell them after all. So I'll click here and click OK and click Update Quantities, and then you'll see that Thragtusk has been removed. So to remove a card, you just need to click X, click OK, and then update the quantities. That's slightly different from the way that it works in orders, where you can just click the X and it updates. But you need to make sure that if you're doing any changes to the quantities or removing any of the cards, you'll want to always hit Update Quantities. Whenever you submit a buy list to us, whether you're mailing it in or if you're just bringing it into store, when you bring the pile of cards in, they need to be in a specific order. That order is fairly easy to remember since it's all alphabetical, so it'll be alphabetical by the name of the set. You can see Dragon's Maze, Gatecrash, Magic 2013, and Zendikar, and then alphabetical within the set. So if you see here, Expedition Map comes before Gatekeeper, Malakir. So you'll want to make sure that the cards are in this exact order that's listed here on your checkout screen when you're selling the cards. This makes it a lot easier whenever you're going to be bringing your cards in, because when the cards are in this order, that means we can process your buy order even faster, and then we can get you your cash or get you your store credit much faster if your cards are in this order. So from here you can choose the payment method. If you'd like to be paid by PayPal, you can choose this. When you're coming into the store, if you wanted to get cash, you'll choose check. It's a little bit different, but you'll need to always select check if you're going to be coming into the store and picking up cash. If you're getting a check mailed out to you, you'd also choose this option. I'm going to choose store credit since I really like getting 15% more, and this means that I can basically, once I bring the cards in and once the order is submitted, I can turn around and buy more cards that I need. So if you have any comments, like I'll bring these in Tuesday. So if you're getting store credit, most of the time you won't need to put an address here. I still would recommend putting an address in anyway, just because sometimes it does require you to put an address, sometimes it doesn't. But always try and put your address in just to be safe. So now that I have all of my cards in the correct order, I have the correct payment method selected, I can just click the Submit Buy List button. So it lets me know that my buy list has been submitted, and I can just click home to go back to browsing the website. From here, you're going to just wait for an email letting you know that the cards, that your list has been accepted. Once we approve your list, we'll send you back a list of, okay, here's everything that we do want from you. Once we do that, you're going to want to, like I said, make sure that your cards are in order, then you can bring them in or you can mail them in, and then we'll process your buy order from there. If you're mailing in any cards, and there are some that are less than near mint, we'll contact you to let you know what your options are as far as getting some of your less than near mint cards back. Okay, so that should be everything. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and I will see you soon.